Before we go further, if your soul's been walking through the quiet and you felt unseen in the silence, subscribe. Not for noise, but for words that won't skip over your weight. This space is for the ones still believing through the dark. Have you ever felt so alone, so lost, that even God felt a million miles away? The darkness closes in, whispering doubts in your ear. It tells you you're forgotten, unseen and unheard. The weight of your worries feels unbearable. Hope flickers like a candle in the wind, threatening to extinguish altogether. It's in these moments of despair, when the world seems to have turned its back, that we need to remember one crucial truth. God is closer than we think. Even when we don't feel His presence, He is there. He is with us in the midst of our pain, our sorrow and our fear. He sees our tears, He hears our cries, and He understands the silent language of our aching hearts. The psalmist writes in Psalm 139, 11-12, "If I say, 'Surely the darkness will hide me and the light will not see me,' darkness is not dark to you. The night is bright as the day, for darkness is as light to you." These words are a beacon of hope, a lifeline in the sea of despair. God is not confined by the limitations of our human perception. He is not limited by time or space. He is present in every moment, in every situation, regardless of our circumstances. Even when we feel enveloped by darkness, God sees us. His light penetrates the deepest shadows, illuminating the path before us. Deuteronomy 31:8 reassures us with these powerful words. "The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged." These words are not mere platitudes, they are promises etched in the heart of God. He promises to never leave us nor forsake us. He is our constant companion, our ever-present help in times of trouble. When fear threatens to overwhelm us, we can cling to this promise, knowing that we are not alone in our struggles. God is with us, fighting our battles, carrying our burdens, and whispering words of comfort to our weary souls. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." Psalm January 4th, 23. In the stillness of our hearts, these words resonate deeply. They remind us that God is not just a distant deity, but a caring shepherd who provides for our needs, guides us to peace, and restores our weary souls. Even when we journey through the darkest valleys, His presence is our comfort. His guidance is our assurance. In every step we take, in every shadow we face, His promise remains steadfast. We are never alone, and His love is our constant companion. "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Matthew, November 28th, 30. In these tender words we find a gentle invitation from a loving Saviour. He calls out to those who are weary, burdened and overwhelmed by the trials of life. His promise is not one of additional weight, but of relief and comfort. He offers a yoke that is easy and a burden that is light, contrasting the heavy loads we often carry alone. Imagine a weary traveller struggling under the weight of a heavy pack. Along the journey they meet a kind guide who offers to share the load, to teach a better way to carry it, and to provide rest for their tired soul. This is the heart of Jesus' invitation to us. He doesn't promise a life free of challenges, but He does promise His presence, His teaching and His rest. So, in your moments of exhaustion, when the burdens of life seem too great to bear, remember this promise. Come to Him. Lay down your heavy load at His feet. Learn from His gentle and humble heart. And in doing so, find the rest and peace that your soul longs for. The Lord is near to the broken-hearted and saves the crushed in spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. Psalm 34:18-19. In the depths of our pain and sorrow, there is a promise that we are not alone. The Lord is near to the broken-hearted, offering a comfort that transcends understanding. He is close to those whose spirits are crushed by the weight of their afflictions, ready to save and deliver. Imagine a heart shattered into pieces, feeling beyond repair. Yet in the midst of this brokenness there is a gentle presence, a healing touch that begins to mend what seems irreparable. This is the essence of God's nearness. He doesn't just observe our pain from a distance, he steps into it, bringing his love and healing power. Afflictions may be many, but the Lord's deliverance is sure. Each trial, each hardship is met with his unwavering promise of rescue. His nearness is not just a fleeting comfort, it is a steadfast assurance that he is with us in every storm, through every tear. So when your heart feels broken and your spirit crushed, remember this promise. The Lord is near. He sees your pain, he feels your sorrow, and he is there to save and deliver you. In his presence find the strength to endure, the hope to persevere, and the peace that surpasses all understanding. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:6-7. In the midst of life's chaos and uncertainty, anxiety can easily take root in our hearts. It creeps in, whispering fears and doubts that cloud our minds. But there is a profound promise in the Scriptures, a pathway to peace that defies human logic. By turning our worries into prayers, by lifting our concerns to God with a heart of gratitude, we invite his peace into our lives. Imagine standing in the eye of a storm where the winds rage and the skies darken all around, yet within that eye there is an unexplainable calm. This is the peace of God. It doesn't necessarily change our circumstances, but it transforms our hearts and minds amidst them. When we surrender our anxieties to him, when we choose thanksgiving over fear, we open ourselves to a divine peace that shields us from the turmoil. This peace is not the absence of trouble, but the presence of God guarding our hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. So let your prayers rise like incense. Let your supplications be filled with thanksgiving, and let the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, envelop you. In this divine tranquility, find the strength to face each day, the courage to overcome each challenge, and the assurance that you are held in the loving arms of the one who cares for you deeply. If this is hitting deep, pause for 1 second and type "God still sees me." Not for the algorithm, for your own reminder. Sometimes you've got to leave a mark to remember you're not missing. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Psalm 27:1. In the midst of our darkest moments, when fear grips our hearts and uncertainty clouds our path, we are reminded of a powerful truth. The Lord is our light. He is the beacon that guides us through the shadows, illuminating the way forward with his unwavering presence. Imagine standing on a cliff's edge, the abyss below threatening to swallow you whole. Yet in that moment of desperation, a light shines forth, cutting through the darkness and revealing a safe path. This is the light of the Lord, piercing through our fears and doubts, offering us a refuge in times of trouble. The Lord is not only our light, but our salvation. He is the stronghold of our lives, a fortress of protection that cannot be shaken. When we anchor ourselves in him, we find a courage that defies human understanding. Fear loses its grip, and we stand firm, knowing that he is our strength. So when fear whispers lies into your heart, when the shadows seem insurmountable, remember this: the Lord is your light and your salvation. He is the stronghold of your life. In him you have nothing to fear. Let his light guide you, let his strength uphold you, and let his presence fill you with unshakable courage. In this divine light, find the bravery to face each challenge, the resilience to overcome each obstacle, and the peace that comes from knowing you are held in the mighty arms of the one who loves you without measure. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. In the quiet moments of waiting, when the world seems to stand still and our hearts grow weary, there is a promise that breathes life into our souls. Waiting upon the Lord is not a passive act. It is a profound declaration of trust. It is in this sacred waiting that our strength is renewed. Imagine a majestic eagle soaring high above the earth, its wings spread wide, effortlessly gliding through the air. This is the strength that God promises to those who wait on him. A strength that allows us to rise above the storms of life, to soar with grace and confidence, knowing that we are upheld by his mighty power. Waiting on the Lord transforms us. It infuses us with a resilience that defies exhaustion, a perseverance that outlasts the trials we face. When we run, we do not grow weary. When we walk, we do not faint. This divine strength is not of our own making. It is a gift from the one who knows our every need. So in your moments of waiting, take heart. Know that this time is not wasted. It is a season of preparation, a time when God is renewing your strength, equipping you for the journey ahead. Trust in his timing, lean into his presence, and allow his strength to carry you. You are not alone. You are being lifted on the wings of eagles, empowered to run your race with endurance and to walk your path with unwavering faith. In the waiting, find your strength. In the waiting, find your God. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11. In the tapestry of our lives, there are moments when the threads seem tangled and the pattern unclear. We may find ourselves in the midst of uncertainty, questioning the direction of our journey and the purpose of our trials. Yet, it is in these very moments that we are invited to trust in a greater plan, a divine blueprint that promises us a future filled with hope. Imagine a master weaver meticulously crafting a beautiful tapestry. Each thread, each color, is chosen with care, contributing to a masterpiece that only the weaver can envision. In the same way, God is weaving the story of our lives with plans that extend beyond our understanding. His plans are not for harm, but for our welfare, designed to bring us to a place of hope and a future that is bright with promise. This promise is not just a distant dream. It is a present reality that we can cling to. It is the assurance that no matter what we face, we are held within the loving hands of the one who sees the end from the beginning. Every trial, every joy, every moment is part of his perfect plan for our lives. So, when you find yourself standing at the crossroads of doubt and faith, remember this promise. Trust that your life is being guided by a loving Creator who has plans to prosper you, to give you a future and a hope. Embrace the journey, knowing that each step is leading you closer to the fulfillment of his beautiful design for your life. In the promise of a hopeful future, find your peace. In the promise of a hopeful future, find your God. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Lamentations, March 22nd, 23. As the first light of dawn breaks through the darkness, it brings with it a promise of renewal and the unending faithfulness of God. Each new day is a testament to his unwavering love and mercy, a fresh start, an opportunity to begin again. Imagine the sun rising over a quiet landscape, its rays gently illuminating the world below, casting aside the shadows of yesterday. This is the essence of God's mercies, new every morning, a daily reminder of his enduring love and compassion. In the quiet moments of the early morning, when the world is still and the day is yet to unfold, we are invited to reflect on the boundless love of our Creator. His mercies are not limited by our failures or shortcomings. They are a constant, unchanging gift, ready to be embraced with each new dawn. It is in these moments of stillness and reflection that we can truly grasp the depth of his faithfulness. No matter the trials we face, no matter the darkness that may surround us, the dawn of new mercies is always on the horizon. It is a beacon of hope, a reminder that we are never beyond the reach of God's love. His faithfulness is great, and his love for us is steadfast, unwavering, and eternal. So as you wake to a new day, let your heart be filled with gratitude for the mercies that await you. Embrace the dawn with hope and trust in the faithfulness of the one who loves you beyond measure. In the light of his new mercies, find your strength and your peace. For in his steadfast love, we are renewed each and every morning. And we know that, in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. In the grand tapestry of life, every thread, every moment, every experience is woven together by the hands of the divine weaver. Even when the pattern seems chaotic, when the colors clash and the design is unclear, trust that the ultimate picture is one of beauty and purpose. Imagine a master artist at work, meticulously crafting each detail, knowing that the final masterpiece will be a reflection of his infinite wisdom and love. When life feels fragmented and disjointed, remember that every piece has a place in God's greater plan. Each trial, each joy, each sorrow is a part of the intricate design that he is creating for your life. In the hands of the divine weaver, nothing is wasted. Every experience is used for good, to shape you, to mold you, to fulfill his purpose for you. It's in these moments of uncertainty, when we cannot see the full picture, that our faith is tested and strengthened. Trust in the process, for the divine weaver is at work, and his plan is perfect. He calls us to walk by faith, not by sight, to believe in his goodness, even when we cannot see it. So as you navigate the complexities of life, hold on to the promise that God is working all things for your good. Embrace the journey with trust and hope, knowing that the divine weaver is creating a masterpiece, a testament to his love and faithfulness. In his hands, your life is a beautiful work of art, crafted with purpose and care. Let this assurance fill your heart with peace and courage. For in the hands of the divine weaver, you are always being held, always being guided, and always being loved. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble. He knows those who take refuge in him. Nahum 1:7. In the midst of life's fiercest storms, when the waves crash and the winds howl, there is a place of safety, a shelter from the chaos. This refuge is not found in the absence of trouble, but in the presence of God. Imagine a mighty fortress, unyielding and steadfast, standing tall against the onslaught of the tempest. This is the strength of the Lord, a sanctuary for those who seek him. When trials come, and they will, remember that you are not alone. You have a protector, a guardian who knows you intimately and loves you deeply. He is aware of your fears, your struggles, your pain. In his goodness, he offers you a place of rest, a stronghold where you can find peace in the midst of adversity. Picture yourself taking refuge in this divine stronghold. Feel the weight of your burdens lifting as you step into his presence. The troubles of the world may rage outside, but within these walls there is calm. There is safety, there is hope. Here you are seen, you are known, and you are cherished. So, when the days grow dark and the path seems uncertain, turn to the Lord, your stronghold. Take refuge in his unfailing love and let his strength be your shield. Trust in his goodness, for he is your protector, your sanctuary, your ever-present help in times of trouble. In his embrace, you'll find the courage to face whatever comes, knowing that he is with you now and always. Let this truth fill your heart with peace and fortitude. The Lord is your refuge, your stronghold, and in him you are safe. The Lord your God is in your midst, a mighty one who will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you by his love. He will exult over you with loud singing. Zephaniah 3:17. In the quiet moments when the world seems overwhelming and your heart feels heavy, remember that God is right there with you. Imagine the Creator of the universe not just as a distant deity, but as a loving Father who delights in you. Picture him rejoicing over you with gladness, his face beaming with pride and joy at the sight of you. He is not a silent observer, but an active participant in your life. His love is like a soothing lullaby, quieting your fears and anxieties, wrapping you in a blanket of peace. Can you hear it? The gentle melody of his love. A song sung just for you, echoing through the chambers of your heart. Feel the warmth of his embrace, the comfort of his presence. He is not just near, he is in your midst, mighty to save. His love is not passive but powerful, a force that drives away darkness and fills your soul with light. In this divine symphony, you are never alone. Every note, every chord is a reminder that you are cherished beyond measure. Let his song wash over you, lifting your spirits and renewing your strength. Allow yourself to be quieted by his love, to find rest in the assurance that you are deeply loved and celebrated. As you go through your day, carry this melody in your heart. Let it be a constant reminder that the Lord your God is with you, rejoicing over you and singing a song of love that never ends. Embrace this truth and let it fill you with unshakable peace and joy. It's important to remember that God's presence is not always a feeling. Sometimes it's a quiet assurance, a deep-seated knowing that transcends our emotions. Just as a gardener tends to his seeds, nurturing them in the darkness of the soil, so too does God use the dark times in our lives to cultivate growth. The silence is not a sign of his absence, it's often the fertile ground where our faith takes root and grows stronger. So in the midst of your darkness, when you feel forgotten and alone, remember this. God is closer than you think. He sees you, he hears you, he loves you, and he is using this season of silence to draw you closer to himself. Be still, dear one, and trust the process. The dawn is coming. If this sat with you tonight, don't scroll back into silence. Tap that subscribe button. Let this channel be your refuge, your reminder, your reset. And if your heart's still holding something too heavy to name, the next video is already carrying peace for it. Let it speak before you go.